Hi everyone, I'm Dane Smith with Cape Fear Heating and Cooling, and I just want to start by saying that our thoughts and prayers are with everyone that's been affected by this catastrophic storm. Looks like we've still got some major floodings and some still to come, so again, our thoughts and prayers are with everyone. We've been bombarded with calls referencing flooded equipment, flooded crawl spaces, flooded ductwork, and some things of that nature, and really just wanted to kind of give some pointers if that was okay. First of all, if you have any standing water in your crawl space, it has to be removed. If you have plastic down on the ground, which a lot of crawl spaces have a moisture barrier, if that flooding occurred and it went on top of that plastic, it is absolutely not going to soak into the ground. It's going to stay just on top of the plastic. You need a sump pump, a submersible pump of some sort to physically pump that water out of your crawl space. And then be mindful of where you're pumping it to and make sure that it's not just flowing back into your crawl space. Secondly, any saturated or submerged insulation will absolutely have to be removed. And what we're trying to do is prevent any mold growth. So mold or mildew, all it needs, it doesn't even have to be standing water. Just a high enough humidity really will promote the growth. So any standing water must be removed, any saturated insulation must be removed, and then any saturated duct will absolutely have to be removed. And do not, if your crawl space or your ductwork has been flooded, absolutely do not operate your heating and air system. It will just force all of that 100% humid air into your home, along with all the things that comes with. Humidity, it comes with mold, mildew growth, and we don't want that. We had some flooding here at our office. We've got carpets out here that are drying. I grabbed an envelope to make some notes on so I wouldn't forget all the things I wanted to say, and that envelope is even stuck closed just because of the humidity that was inside of the building. So again, just as a recap, remove any standing water, remove all saturated insulation, any ductwork that's wet. It has to be removed and replaced. It cannot just be dried, because those particles, that growth is still in there once it's dried. And lastly, the last thing to do is to completely dry the crawl space. If that means you need to open all of your crawl space doors, your foundation vents, make sure they're open, put some fans in, and just let it circulate. It's not going to happen overnight, and it's not something that can be fixed, tomorrow. It's a process. You have to get out everything that's wet, then allow everything else to air dry, and then things can be reinstalled. Lastly, we're getting questions about submerged equipment. Any manufacturer, every manufacturer of heating and air conditioning equipment will recommend the replacement of the equipment if the equipment has been submerged. And the reason for that is no one could speak to how that flooding damaged it. Even if it works, did it shorten the length of life of the compressor or the motor? It's absolutely best to replace that. And again, same things, if it was submerged, we've got that mold and mildew that could be growing on the insulation that's inside of the boxes. So when it operates, again, it's just going to be forcing that into your home. And then lastly, manufacturers will not warranty parts that were flooded or storm damaged. So we're getting some of those calls. Some folks have said, hey, this unit's only 2 or 3 years old. The manufacturer's not going to warranty that because it was not a manufacturer failure. It would be something that needs to be dealt with through insurance or FEMA or some of those things. So we're here, we're available, we're almost back to 100% staff, and we'd love to help you. If you've got any questions, please call us, email us, whatever's convenient. Our phone number is 910-647-0221. Thanks again, and again, lastly, our thoughts and prayers are with everyone. Thank you.